Right, well, I don't know if you can hear me, but just dropped it off for an MOT, so hopefully, fingers crossed, this afternoon we'll have an MOT, so all we can do is hope. Right, bad news. So, didn't even make it home. They rang me and said, oh, instant fail. Says why? Says because this seat doesn't move. Great. So it's got buttons on the side there. This one's obviously cable tied this on. It's got buttons here, which a machine would make it work. It doesn't work with the ignition on either. And then underneath here, you've got this purple wire coming out, and then they've grounded it there. And then they've put like one, like white or grey, to that junction box. And then that's got both blue and brown, but the blue's not actually going anywhere. So maybe that's my issue. So basically I'm going to have a little research and see if there's a way of wiring in these RX-8 seats. Hopefully I can get it sorted, I can get it rebooked back in. Joys of motoring. Morning everyone. Right, new day on the van. Okay, so today, since we failed the MOT on this, we're going to try and fix this mess. So this is how it's obviously currently wired up. Now I'm going to change it. What I've done is I've had a look where the battery is. Here's the wire that goes under the seat. As you can see, it's not connected to anything. Put a fuse on it, so that's pretty good. But as you can see, it's not connected to anything. So put a bit of wire on here, a bit of heat shrink, and I'm going to redo the end of that wire as well, a bit of heat shrink as well. So we've got 2 new fresh bits of wire, but I'll use this, it's already in, it saves me going under the floor. And then I'll just try it, how he's got it wired up at the moment. And if it doesn't work, because technically it should work, because it's that white wire's going into brown, which would obviously be the positive, and then he's grounded off the purple, which would obviously be negative to there. But you can just connect the purple back to where the blue goes into this connector, and then wire that. Yeah, I mean I'm not 100% sure it's going to work. If not, I might have to pull this plastic back, put all new wires on the end and reconnect it back up myself. But first off, we'll get it connected up there, this end, and then we'll try it and see what happens. Alright, let's get cracking. Okay, so here's what we've done. That bit that he wired, that negative, I've just put a little junction box on there and left it exactly where he had it on the ground. Okay, positive was going into the brown on that junction box. So then at the other end here, where he'd made the original brown with the fuse, I've just used another junction box and a bit of wire, and then I've heat shrinked all it at that end, and then I've just bolted it down to this bit of the positive on the battery, and then ignition on, and then this should be a button, so I can get a new button, but comes forward, goes backwards. Mission accomplished. It was easier than I thought. I think to get, it doesn't look like these do much, and neither does this, because I think the one that is wired up there, the grey, is the forward and back, but the other colours are for like up and down, all that type of stuff. So I could probably do with wiring them in as well. However, I'm not sure if this seat would go up and down. That would move, but it's actually in a good position. I'm not sure if you need that for the MOT. They just said backwards and forwards, so maybe I'll just get it booked back in and then we'll see. Okay, let's do that. And then the next issue that I've come up with is when you plug the seatbelt in, you still get seatbelt warning light on the dash. So what I've had to do is order some resistors, and then if I'm right, which I don't know if I am or not, this cable here, should be able to, in the end here, put a little resistor in these very two end pins, and then hopefully that'll take that light off the dash, because I can't get it MOT'd with that light on the dash. So the second that that's done, I can finally get it through the MOT again, and then yeah, that should hopefully be it. So resistors are coming later today. Just got some big box of them from Amazon, and I'll get that put in there, and then we'll fire it up, see what happens. And I've also ordered some buttons for here, so we can use that properly. Let's get cracking with that then. Another potential problem. I've got no smoke, by the way. All that's completely gone now. So I'm absolutely buzzing with that. No smoke whatsoever. The other thing is, I've had it running for a bit now. That's like semi-warm, not hot, but definitely warm. The temp gauge won't go up, so I don't know. I'm thinking like temperature sensor or possibly thermostat. Not sure. If I could have checked that before I had everything apart, I could have done it while I had the whole front end off, but you know, there's that. And then the other thing is, whoever's had this before, this middle seat belt here, they've obviously removed the seat belt clip here. So two options is either try and get a seat belt clip to go in there, or remove this passenger seat, because I don't think you need the passenger seat for an MOT. So I could just remove it for the MOT. The other one works fine. For some reason this one doesn't work, and yeah, that's not going up. But yeah, just for time being, I'm just waiting still. I have got a new, this button does nothing. What it does, it resets. It doesn't go through any menus, which I think it's supposed to. So I have got a new wiper stalk from a McGann, I think it is. So I have got that to do as well, and then just needs a bit of a clean up, to be honest. There's other little things to do, like this door, the clips are broke on this door, so it needs some new clips. So there's little things. Once we're getting there though. I mean, once that's done, you know, it's good to go. Once it's MOT'd, it's literally good to go. So yeah. Any ideas on that, let me know, but I'm thinking thermostat or temperature sensor. Okay, so a little update a few days later, because I've been in work. So we've been trying to get this warning light off the dash. So read online, put a 2.2 ohm resistor in, and it'll stop it. Didn't work. And then I read another one that said put a 3.3 in. So put a 3.3 into the two pins there and it'll stop it. Didn't. Don't know if it's because these aren't plugged in. No idea. This thing might not actually be connected to anything, as far as I know. So I was having a bit of a mare with it. I got this mat as well turned up. Quite nice. But I'll just get inside. I've got Opcom. So today I'm going to try and code it out. So I'll plug it all in, get it set up, and then I'll show you, and we'll try and get it done. Right, so we'll do this together because I've never done it either. So I've plugged the Opcom in to the OBD2 port under the steering wheel, and all I've done on here is click on diagnostics. So this is a 58 plate, so a 2008. Click on choose. And then obviously it's for Vauxhall, so these are all your different Vauxhalls that you can use it on. Obviously we've got Vivaro. Let's go on that. And then we've got, to be honest I'm not sure, infotainment maybe. No. Body. Yeah, here we go. So body, and then I think we want airbag. Choose that, and then brings up this loading thing here. I think this takes a sec, so let's just bear with it. If it starts taking ages, I'll pause the video. In fact, I'll pause the video and then I'll come straight back. It makes it easier. To be fair, it was pretty quick. It's pretty much instant as soon as I paused it. So you get this. It says initializing down here. ECU does not answer. Retry. Maybe that is because we don't have the ignition on. Right. Ignition's on. Turn the radio off. Retry. Didn't have the. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I didn't have the ignition on. So it says communicating down here. Because I think what we want is we want this programming bit here to light up. Because that's what we want to do. We want to do some programming on it. Do the same again. I'll pause it and I'll come back as soon as it's done. Right, so it actually doesn't let you program the body on this, on the van. I don't know why, but it just doesn't. It does on other things, and you can switch it to a different vehicle. But even when you come onto this bit, like you change to a Vivaro, it still doesn't let you do it. I can program everything else, just not when you're on this body bit, which is the bit you need to be able to turn it off. Doesn't work. But when you read fault codes, I've actually got, well, there was a few on here. There was a driver pre-tensioner circuit low and a passenger low. I've cleared the driver's one and it's not come back, but this one came straight back. Passenger pre-tensioner circuit low resistance, which is making me think that obviously because this pre-tensioner looks like it's been took off, there's obviously one under there, so maybe the resistor is working and I just need to have a look under the passenger seat. So let's go and do that. Right, so didn't work. I've just put another resistor in the passenger side, the one where the belt is actually, and then it was showing, I put a 2.2 in and it was showing high resistance still. So I've cleared the code, I've put a 3.3 in, cleared the codes and reread it, and now it's showing up no codes. But that's still on. So it's got to be a case that this one isn't attached, maybe. I can't find the wires for it, it's got to be under the floor somewhere. So my next thing is I'm going to have to take this seat out and do something else. I don't know what I'm going to do, but yeah, I'm going to have to figure it out in the next video. But anyone knows what to do, let me know, because this is very irritating, because that light right there is the only reason that I can't get an MOT. Everything else is totally fine. So yeah, someone give me some ideas, please. Thank you. See you on the next one. Right, well, I think I sorted it. I've took the battery off overnight, just out of chance. Come out this morning, and it's off. So I'm just gonna quickly get it put back in for an MOT, and then yeah, get it through the MOT. It's it's Sunday today, so tomorrow or Tuesday I'll get it in for an MOT. So I'll let you know how it goes, but wish us luck, and then I'll see you in the next one. We've got all sorts to do, wiper stalks, wipers, and then I've got the back to start kitting out, holes to be drilled in the floor and loads of stuff. So yeah, stick with us and I'll let you know how I get on with the MOT.